2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. Not a lot of Transformers news this week, but if you've noticed around you, the entire world is dying. Yay. And here in America, I am happy to report that we've decided that the virus isn't real and we're just all going to go back to work. And it's completely unnecessary. I'm sure it'll all work out fine. In other news, Kim Jong-un is dying.
Yeah. What's to do with that?
Yeah. His complications from surgery. Wink. Not at all an assassination surgery, right? Attempt.
Man, it really
sucks.
With
us today. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, it just really sucks when your surgery is complicated by that hand grenade in your chest.
I know.
Nothing like a cyanide-tipped scalpel.
Complications. All the way from Canada, it is Thomas, a.k.a. Aikenlord. How you doing this week, buddy?
Pretty good. I don't have anything to complain about.
Nice.
I mean, and that's all you can really ask for in this situation, right?
Nice. Good for you, man. Good for you. Also from Canada, Grim Chinchilla. I'm gonna have to bust you, sir. You're under arrest. That sign, the mess, the children, the memories, that's not also in French. So we're going to have some trouble.
Unfortunately, I'm having to be hiding in my child's bedroom. That's the only quiet place I have in the house right now. That's right. His bedroom.
The bedroom. Fantastic. From sunny California, the best of it all, it's Xavier.
I got to ask now that I got to throw it back to Grim here. Does that mean you kicked your child out of it? It's like, shut up, you can sleep later. I got a podcast to do.
No, as in he's like, I'm taking over the giant screen TV in the living room where my computer is, and I'm just going to use that.
Okay.
So if I want some peace and quiet and be able to talk to you guys, I have to hide in his bedroom.
Of course.
The one place he'll never think to look, his own room.
Precisely.
Oh my God. If you're so inclined to help us out, you know what? Don't even give us any of your money. I'm serious. Just keep your money right now. You need it a lot more than we do. Transformers collection, junk Transformers, buy, sell, and trade. There's a ton of stuff on there. Our Patreon, if you're so inclined, throw us $1 or $2. But by no means go out of your way to help us. We're fine. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. But if you want some sweet plastic crack, if you're one of those like rolling in the dough essential employees, why haven't the essential employees taken over by now? You think we would have went, we're essential. You need us. I guess I'll be taking that double hazard pay now. No. We haven't done that yet, and yet if we all kind of like got together, we'd stop this planet in its tracks.
Question.
But yes.
Hi, Xavier
Hello.
Dam for the Rave 9 News out of California.
Right on.
How hard did it hit you when you found out you were an essential employee for what you do?
Oh, it hurt. It hurt pretty bad. It really did. It was just like, what do you mean I don't get the next undeterminate amount of time off?
See what I mean by peace and quiet? Not even happening.
Yeah. I take calls from people who are angry that, channel 4 doesn't work and they can't watch Fox News. That's what's important in the apocalypse.
See, the funny thing is that's not even Artem's kid.
I saw what he had. He's got himself an Optimus. I saw it.
He's like, "Hey, you recorded in here? Time to break in."
There's a ghost in the room.
I swear, it's just like those late night hosts. They're trying to get some recording done, and all of a sudden it's just like, Dad, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Are you trying to broadcast to millions? Tell them the news?
Millions.
Was that MMC Hertz of Steel Thundercracker? I recognize.
Yes, it was.
Look at Thomas with the critical eye.
He's like, please don't say anything in front of my son. I don't want him to know.
Oh yes,
and it's more in front of my wife.
Do you ever, just out of curiosity, while we're recording, I gotta ask, you ever like just mention that you're listening to Good Morning Cybertron and you have to explain it's not for you?
Of course, some of these things that I picked up were for him.
Oh, that reminds me of when I told people I used to work my last job. I do a podcast, and they were like, "Oh, what's it about?" And I was like, "Transformers." And I was like, "Oh, was there a lot to talk about?" And I was like, "Oh, there's a lot of colorful metaphors. There's a lot of terminology thrown around." And then the one guy who said, "Oh, I love to hear it," and I was like, "No, you wouldn't."
No,
Yeah.
no, you will be insulted. That's our job.
Yeah, and he made it as far as me giving him a shout out, and he's like, "Okay, cool. I heard my name. Never have to listen again."
Mm-hmm. There we go. Head on over to Sir Toys. Now this is the place you should be giving your money. I haven't had anything to drink. It is an amazing amount of plastic over there. So many wonderful things. If I might highlight a blast from the past, if you miss the Dinobots, I'm going to really strongly suggest you get the oversized Dinobots. Oh, look at that. Artem has a giant saber. Space Deleter.
Yeah.
Isn't
that
look
cool?
At that.
That's actually for my son.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
That's good stuff.
I saw that one.
By the way, which movie Optimus was that I saw?
First one.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, what's kind of what happened is I have a huge collection of all the movie figures, more or less, with a bunch of other stuff that now I just gave it to him.
The original, I actually don't really hate them. The original movie figures, some of them are kind of cool.
Pretty much everything from first, second, and third movie I pretty much have, and then after that I stopped.
Smart. Yeah, you don't want to start going into the territory of what's a Romeo and Juliet law.
Yeah. And so I'm just looking around all the stuff that's spewed around the living room, bedroom that used to be mine is now his. So.
What was that one called that was the white APC with the spring-loaded blades came out of his arms?
Wreckage.
That's a great figure.
Yes.
Yeah, but repeat him as
Bludgeon.
Yeah.
Wreckage is actually from a concept piece of art of what they intended Megatron to be at first. That was going to be Megatron's Earth mode.
That could have turned out really well.
Mm-hmm. But then Michael Bay. But as I was saying, check out the oversized Dinobots on Sir Toys. These things are fantastic. The only gripe I have with them, the skulls of the dinosaurs are not clear. They're solid gold plastic. Other than that, these things are absolutely fantastic. If you missed out on the original Dinobots, this is your chance to get them, all 5 of them, for the amazingly low cost of $49.99.
Well, for an entire combiner, that's pretty good.
That's it.
An entire oversized combiner.
Ooh,
Yeah.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's a walkway run strut right there. Look at him. He's just like shoulders squared, head up, and work it, bitch. Working it.
Oh, yeah.
Working it.
Oh, yeah. And I know what you're saying. Scott, 5 Dinobots. Excuse me, there were 6. Well, you know what? If you're so inclined, $9.99 gets you an oversized Slash as well. And with the oversized Slash, 2 more fists, a gun, and a sword.
Huh. That's
Nice.
actually pretty good, considering what Slash is the Velociraptor,
Yeah,
and Velociraptors actually were chicken-sized.
they were chicken-sized.
They were pretty small, yeah.
Yeah, but this one is oversized chicken size.
This is true. This is 20% more bang for your buck.
This is turkey-sized.
This is turkey.
Yeah, I've actually stood next to actual complete skeletons of Velociraptors. They're, somewhere. Yeah, they're like the size of a dog. They're really not very big.
Royal Museum.
I just picture Walter going to a museum and the Velociraptor, and it's on his feet, and he just kicks it hard and goes, bones go everywhere. What the fuck is this shit?
Thomas would
Wasn't
probably
even a
do what I
fight.
would do and look at it and go, "You're not so fucking tough, bitch." Flip it off.
You look delicious.
Remember in the first movie where they wanted to eat children and they couldn't eat children? Well, in the second movie, I'm just going to have them eat a child and just let them be. They finally get what they want.
And then in the
When I was
wasn't it Lost World, the actor who plays like John Wick's uncle or something like that? He's just like, killed him with a fucking pencil.
Believe it or not, I've never seen John Wick.
You've never?
Oh man!
Have you never?
Never.
Have you never seen the Keanu play the Doomslayer in a movie setting?
I have
That's basically
not.
what.
I have not. I want to.
Legend
I want
has it,
to.
if you take the helmet off the Doomslayer, it's just Keanu underneath.
It
Going,
makes sense.
Whoa.
Dialogue's on par. It matches.
Imagine him in Keanu Reeves' voice, rip and tear.
Oh, you'd shit your pants. You ever heard the E3 where as Johnny Silverhand he goes, "Wake the fuck up, samurai," and panties dropped across the world.
Damn
Imagine that
straight, man.
if it was like malice in your face. Oh, you'd shit yourself.
Keanu is like the world's favorite uncle.
And if you want to see something scary, you should see some of the videos on YouTube of him training for that movie.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah,
Isn't
he's really good.
he? He's really good. You know what's also good, Scott, is those knockoff Ninja Turtles you just scrolled by.
Good. Ooh, let's talk about the knockoff Ninja Turtles. I don't believe they're so knocked off. I think Sir Toys is selling the legit set.
Are they the Brawna Turtles?
Yep,
They are the Bronze Turtle.
Yeah.
Are these bigger?
H19N. No, it's not the new flu. It is these turtles.
Yeah, these
They
are
are
third-party
they're beautiful.
versions of Brawn with the turtle head swaps. These are freaking amazing. I love them. They're tiny.
We're gonna make one head, and you know what? We're gonna make you buy it 4 times just because we happen to have paint.
Mm-hmm.
That's called seeker mentality.
Don't forget the weapons. Don't forget the weapons.
But my God, if you're so inclined, if you want some good stuff from SirToys.com, and he sells the good stuff,
Yes, he does.
do us a favor. Click www.sirtoys.com/A=16. That's going to let Paul over at Sir Toys know we sent you to him. You get what you want. You don't pay a penny more. Paul gets what he wants, a little bit of business, and we get a little something on the side to keep the lights on. And I want to say a huge thank you once again to Sir Toys for being a longtime sponsor of Good Morning Cybertron. Thank you so much. I wouldn't have put up with me.
I know, but you know what? For this Nuwage H19 Teratoles, yeah, we can work something out.
Yeah, there we go.
Paul from Sir Toys, the patron saint of knockoffs and oversized stuff.
Yeah.
And patience. Don't forget, he has to listen to us every week and just go, that's 5 minutes in and I want them dead.
Yeah. Just one more. Why not? I'll just do another episode. Maybe they'll get better next week. And we never do.
Oh, God, they mentioned Hitler.
In a positive light. You know.
If Hitler ran North Korea, it wouldn't be any different. Oh, God.
Xavier's like, my grandfather killed Hitler. And we're like, oh, wait a minute.
I'm kidding. I time traveled and I did it myself.
No, if what I'm saying is if your grandfather killed Hitler, that means your grandfather was Hitler. My God. The Netflix stuff has finally hit shelves.
Oh, sat over the Walmart here the last time I went.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was not a damn thing at my local Walmart either.
Mine either.
Except for
I had them all.
disease.
The entire series was here.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it had a full shelf full of them. Yep, all the Netflix ones.
Damn, I kind of want just the one out of it. I just want Hotlink, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
I would really like to be able to go out and check, but I just feel like going out into a public place is just not worth the risk right now.
Here's the thing. I've heard, and just like Artem said, I've heard that like they're hitting the shelves up in Canada. Which means why the hell cannot I order it online?
I was in Walmart.
Because I'm going there right now.
Last Thursday I was at Walmart and we had the entire line right on the shelf. And on the
Really?
pegs. Yep.
Wow.
I looked at them, touched them, and put them back and walked away.
Well, damn.
Doing your part.
Are these clean? All right, you can sell them.
Let's see here. A little bit of gray paint, and we'll get you to buy another Ultra Magnus.
How's that rung you weren't able to find? How about we stick it in a box set with Magnus? Then you'll buy it, you fucking nerd.
Well, actually, the airbrushing on those panels, those knee panels look okay. Actually,
It
not
still
that bad.
really bothers me why the verticals or like the angle slash at the thighs. Why is it an angled slash of dirt?
I have no clue. I have no clue. This is such a fucking uninspired repaint.
It's actually the only figure I bought from the entire line, and I mean not the Netflix version, the regular version.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the regular.
That was the
version.
only figure you got.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Really?
I think as a standalone figure, it's fantastic, and it was also like here's the Minimus Ambus with it. It was a really inspired leader class. You got some great little features with it. No problem with it. Now, I can see if you never got it in the first place, why you would want to get the Netflix version. However, it's not really like tingling the collector's sense to get another one just for like the transparent rung. When knowing the fucking criminals that live around my area, they're going to buy it and switch it out with a different minicon and go, yeah, I decided not to get it after all.
There are lots of people that do that, yeah.
They could have had me. If they would have put this in Delta Magnus's collars, like powered convoy collars, yeah, they would have absolutely had me.
Instant sell.
Oh.
And they could have had that. They could have implemented that in the Netflix show. Like he could have had like inverted colors to start with, or maybe he switched to those after he decided to go all brooding emo. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Just
I'm not getting hard for this. Scott, I'm not getting hard for this.
Come on over here. I'll help you get hard.
All right.
But it won't be for this.
Get the claw hammer.
Okay. Wow. Hammer versus testicles, round 2.
I mean, there's only so much more you can do before pain loops around back to pleasure, right?
Be my filthy whore, Xavier.
Since 2011,
that sounds like,
baby. Since 2011.
That sounds like Cenobite talk.
This is an underwhelming line.
Although that Mirage, I really, really like those colors as Mirage.
I do like the colors of Mirage.
I
do
forgot
like the
he
colors
was in
of
the
Mirage.
lineup. I forgot about him.
I don't 1999 like the colors of Mirage.
Oh, don't forget, it's $29.99 over here.
Oh. Artem.
It vaguely reminds me of that Moorbot toy.
I don't like the 1999 collars on Scrapface. I would like him at like, $12 maybe. I might get a Scrapface or 3 for obvious reasons.
All the accessories are there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
But I don't $60 like 3 Scrapfaces.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah? Oh, what do you got?
Oh, hold on here.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, it's that thing. Which one is that?
That thing.
Yeah.
I'm going through my...
That's...
I thought that was the Moorbot. Let me grab it to see the other one.
The Moorbot was the race car one. Yeah. I just know about it because...
Oh, no, I have the entire line.
Dude,
They're just in boxes next to me here. Yeah, that's what I started my kid with. On Transformer-wise.
He loves to let them fall through his fingers, collecting them. Like, oh, look, I have them all.
I just really like the Decepticon-y colors they went with that version of Mirage. I mean, those color combinations, purples and sort of the, dark, sort of a bluish color.
I'll tell you what,
blues and blacks.
If the other characters had as much of a color change as Mirage does, I would be more inclined to buy this line.
Well, Scrapface is entirely reworked as a new character now, so
I'm talking more along the lines of Sideswipe, Hound, and Chromia.
Yeah, they look almost exactly the same. I don't. Yeah, almost identical.
So at that point, I gotta go. I'm buying a box.
Yeah,
I've already got the figures. I'm just buying a box.
You know what I would have bought is some kind of crazy off the wall neon G2 color scheme for Hound. If they had offered that in neon orange and green
Scorch.
or purple camo, I would have bought it.
No. Here's the thing. Sideswipe, you could have repainted Sideswipe in like police collars. I would have purchased him. Go over to Hound. Repaint him as Detritus.
There, Morbot.
Oh,
There he
shit.
is.
Did he just jump from space? What's with the leg splay? Halo jump.
Doing Hound again? No. Doing Detritus? Oh, hell yeah. Chromia, you could have put Chromia in slightly bluer collars, put a new head on her as Velocity from the IDW series.
This is like
There
a really
is
bad.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just thinking. This is like a really, really bad version of a BotCon box set. Introducing the 2020 lineup for Netflix. Yeah.
Isn't it?
And
Yeah.
they're just trying to trick you by inverting the colors on the box. They're white now instead of black. Buy them.
The clan's happy. Why aren't you?
That is, God, can't you see that though? Like, if BotCon had survived to 2020, if they were like, introducing the 2020 Netflix Special Edition box set.
We're going to go and we're going to get you a weird world where Optimus was voiced by Frank Welker and Megatron was voiced by Peter Collin.
God,
Here are the figures for it.
Besides Scrapface, my eye cannot hold the attention to this, and it's going to below the shelf where I see Gray Skull rings going, well, hold on a second, what's that?
Yeah, what is the Gray Skull ring? Let's find out. That seems infinitely more interesting and more possibly leading to something weird. So the Gray Skull ring.
What the fuck?
My God, it's a Masters of the Universe WWE wrestling ring.
What?
Yup. Seen those too.
I mean, muscular men and He-Man. That makes sense.
I like that. I like that actual ring for your finger that looks like Castle Grayskull.
Honestly, if you want to see a cool figure, look up the Undertaker as Scareglow. That actually looks pretty freaking badass.
Wait a second here. Oh, look at that. John Cena is, I think, like, I don't know who the fuck, Manny Arms or
Cena Man.
Man at Arms? Xena Man. If they were going to do John Cena, they should have made it like a clear figure.
Is he
of
Fakor
course.
or Stinkor? I think he's Fakor, isn't he?
I think he's
Undertaker as Scareglow. That's not bad.
Whoa.
No.
That's
And he glows in the dark apparently too.
Whoa.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Wait a minute. John Cena as Faker?
Is that a tape recorder in his chest, or is he just happy to see me?
Man, let's see here. Oh, God. It's Randy Macho Man Savage.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, why is he not a Skyrim dragon?
What is he supposed to represent in this? What's Macho Man representing?
I have no idea.
The Kool-Aid Man, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Get a drink.
Oh.
He's got enough of a presence that he probably could just be a Masters of the Universe character just by himself.
I have no idea what he's supposed
Macho
to be.
Man.
Oh,
but I need to go to Walmart right now.
He's what's his name?
Look at The Rock. The Rock is scary looking though.
I remember that gimmick, the Macho Man thing with like the little turning drum in the chest that showed the damage.
Oh my God! Yeah,
that's the battle damage gimmick.
Yeah, he's
oh
got
my
the
God,
battle damage.
Oh my God! And look, the Manny faces. It's the three brothers of like the new whatever it is.
Oh, that's great.
Ooh, this is okay. This is cool. This is cool.
Did you ever see the ones they had Ninja Turtles and some of the wrestlers back in the day?
I did, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, going there. Ninja Turtles. WWE. Here we go.
Sting, John Cena, Undertaker, and Rowdy Roddy Piper.
No, I think that's Macho Man.
On the end?
But,
No, Roddy
nothing.
Piper.
but no, there is a Roddy Piper.
That's the only one I bought
Don't
because I bought it for somebody. Yeah, that's the only reason I know. I bought it somebody as a joke gift.
Oh, there's no joke here. There's only straight loving if you got him this.
Okay, hold on here. We're going down a rabbit hole, guys. Knock off WWE figures.
Oh my God, he's 30 feet tall.
Let's see here.
Fuck hey.
Fake Tista. Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I love it.
That looks like a. Jeez, that looks like a garden gnome that got hit with mutagen.
Harvin Goldblatt, WWE champion.
Is he a 60-year-old Japanese man?
Yes, with elf ears.
Actually, what? No, you know what that looks like? That looks like Gargamel that's been taking roids.
Yeah.
You know, from.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
This is why he wanted to eat the Smurfs. So
Look-
he could become jacked.
Look at Hulk grabbing the fake Hulk on the card art, grabbing the Ultimate Warrior by the corner of his mouth and his eye socket.
It can't be helped. The
Twisting his
roids
head.
gave him claws.
And look at the bloodlust in the two children's faces all the way to the left.
They're like, tear his head off!
I want a fucking poster of this.
We want blood. We want blood.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Soma the Tiger Wrestler.
Goddamn Carol Baskin!
Doesn't like it when I turn my tigers into pants.
Everything looks like Tiger Kings now.
Slightly.
Oh, that is great.
Muscle
There we go.
Warriors.
Muscle Warriors.
Is that a coin on the chest or is that plating?
Think so. See, here's the thing. Now we need to look up Muscle Warriors. Because there's got to be more than one.
This stuff's like in the same genus as Speculatrons, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my God. That tiger looks so afraid.
Is it a tiger?
A tiger man.
Is it some sort of...
It looks like he doesn't really want to be there with...
Is it some sort of
everybody
sad
else.
bear?
Oh, my God. I love this. There's the Muscle Warriors.
There he is escaped. Where did he go? Where did he go?
Galaxy Warriors.
Goro looks like he lost two of his arms there. And he's going by the retarded name Baltard.
Did you write a Cal Exit script with names like this?
Yes, I did.
What? Oh, no, that
Look at
worked.
these faces. Who did these sculpts?
I think we've been here before because I remember Castle Danglehand that's behind them.
Excuse me, Scott. These have not been persistent in my nightmares nearly enough for me to remember them.
Oh, I like the backless chest armor that they have.
It's just got nothing on the back. It's like they're wearing a back brace, but they're wearing it backwards.
Snakeheads are pretty amazing.
Oh my god. I still need to find myself a copy of Castle Danglehand. That's all there is to it.
The one with the big glow-in-the-dark skeleton hand on the front.
Yeah, Castle Danglehand.
Why have you not attempted
It
to
looks
3D
like somebody
print it?
tried to carve a skeleton hand out of soap. Oh, it looks like
Dude.
I'm
looks
gonna
like
make
they
this
had
the spookiest bar of soap
Muscle
there is.
Warriors pencil top erasers.
Wow, that was a good investment.
This used to be an entire thing, it seems. An entire toy line.
How old are you, Thomas?
I was... Hold on.
You have to count.
Well, an NBA Finals.
Remember-
There we go.
Yeah, we used to talk about Transformers. I remember that. We've got in-hand images of Earthrise Double Dealer,
Buck,
and he
yes.
is a sweet motherfucker.
Buck, yes, to all the double dealers that are going to be
Yes.
made. God, I've been dying to get
Finally.
a version of this guy.
Yeah, Yeah, and finally, he's not some weird repaint where we have to imagine certain things with him.
Yeah, God, they tried to do a double dealer as the Blitzwing
He was
tank.
Blitzwing.
Yeah, the Blitzwing
Yeah.
tank a few years ago, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
it's a double dealer in name at least. And before
Yeah,
that,
really.
the only double dealer I saw was Chinatown.
Yes, the knockoff double dealers were great.
I remember that Thrilling 31 that had a really cool shark painted on it, shark mouth. That's the only thing I remember with that figure.
Oh, I think that was the same one, the Blitzwing tank.
The Blitzwing. Yeah.
That's right. They painted on a mouth, and I was like, well, it's an effort at least.
Yeah.
God, this is so good though that it's actually the actual fig. I can see this being like some sort of like Megatron repaint in the future too, because they'll go from like, hey, he's a tank and maybe not so much a bird, but a dragon.
Like I said, I think Walter does have a point. This would make a decent Deathsaurus with enough remolding. But if I was going to have to go anywhere with this, I would say that you might see this as a Generation Selects Cybertron Defense Red Alert.
There was some mold sharing between this and the Botcon Megatron that became Darkside Megatron in 2006. So yeah.
Oh, and that bird's such a wonderful Chungus.
Oh, look at you, boy. Look at you.
I'm a brick with wings.
He is.
Mm-hmm. Just like G1.
Literally a flying brick. Come get some. Come get some of this turkey vulture with a rocket pack.
You want some of this rocket that if I launch it will obviously take off the back of my head? You want it?
Come on, this is straight from Toy Story. It's not flying, it's falling with style.
Yeah, it's true. God, him and Skylink's duking it out. I cannot wait to make that happen.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
So beautiful.
I had to. I was called. I had to go do something.
Oh, did you mark your territory in the hallway again?
Nah.
To keep the wolves away.
Somebody needed my help with something technical.
Scott knows all about that.
There, fixed.
Yeah. Have you unplugged it and plugged it back in yet?
I'm actually gonna have to. After this is done, I'm probably gonna go and take care of that.
No problem. It's like, did you hit?
Dude, if
you were
asking
asking-
oxygen machine, you should probably go do it now.
You wanted to know how old I was? I was born in 1985.
You fucking child!
so-
Get out of my face.
Here's the thing, 74 for me. Whenever, going back to the Muscle Warriors, you had no idea what it was like going into a store, because whenever you went into a store, honest to God, at any moment, you could go in there and there was Guardians of the Lost Dimension, and it fit right with your He-Man stuff. Next week, new toys, but now it was like Muscle Man and the Slaverous Demon of Five. I once found a bunch of G.I. Joe knockoffs that were called Gil Jones. The GI was really big, the L was small on the package, the JO was large, the N was small, and the E was large, and the S was small. Gil Jones.
I have a beat there. Remember, I'm 82, but I'm from Soviet Russia.
I see.
Toy store.
Tell me about your Toy Stories.
Our toy stores involved us having military vehicles, and that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were allowed to maybe show them at the military parades, but that was it afterwards, right? It's like, keep them indoors.
I kid you not. For in our yard and all the cool kids, our favorite toy, and that's what we used to play with, was a knife. We used to come up with the coolest folding knife you had, you were the coolest kid in the yard. And we used to come up with all kinds of games to, how to throw it in things and how many flips you can do, and all that was our toys, was folding knives.
Did you ever take pipe cleaners, wrap them around the knife, give them little arms and legs, and then everyone goes, Jesus Christ, it's a walking knife.
That's the most Soviet thing I've ever heard.
A walking knife.
I kid you not. When we were a kid, I remember we started getting the Western culture. So we used to have something called the Disney Hour. So every Sunday we would have, at that point, it was DuckTales, then followed by Darkwing Duck, one episode every Sunday. And between them, we had a commercial for Johnson & Johnson Baby Lotion and Transformers.
Ooh.
Man.
Oh.
And it was the Transformer. They would show off jazz. So until I left Russia, the only exposure I had of Transformers was jazz.
Now I have to ask this because I've seen some dubs of like Western cartoons done in the Russian. Is it true that during those time periods when you watched it as a kid in the 80s and 90s, it was the original English dialogue with a Russian voiceover only, without the English removed?
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember the other cartoon I vividly remember watching, because that's what we used to have. It also was Captain Planet.
Kozlinka,
Oh,
the Russian.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. See, I picture like a Soviet Disney hour, just like them having a camera trained on a cage that happens to have a duck and a mouse in it.
No, it was actually DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. That's what I used to watch.
I actually lived in Europe or in the 80s as well. I lived in Germany around the time the Berlin Wall fell. Like
You boys need to
1991.
taste some freedom.
Yeah.
How's it?
I watched G1 Transformers in Swedish.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jazz wasn't jazz. He was kajaz.
And then about a year before we like start getting close to like leaving Russia, so that we started finally getting VCRs. And I remember, we used to have videos dubbed. So that's when I watched the first exposure I ever had to G.I. Joe was G.I. Joe the movie, dubbed in Russian.
Oh no, not the movie.
The
You
movie.
guys already have your own kind of cartoon. It's called Captain Pronin.
Not the fucking movie.
It's
God.
Russian.
Jesus, G.I. Joe was so jingo.
How big was your mind blown whenever you got out of Russia and watched a Disney film and it had nothing to do with ducks?
No, actually the only thing I can say is that I'm actually one of the few people in my age group who watch Star Wars on the big screen.
Oh.
Because we just got in the cinema on the big screen. But the thing is that we only had Empire Strikes Back and The New Hope. So when I came here and went to the Blockbuster and went, there's a third movie?
What is this Return of the Jedi knockoff bullshit?
Exactly.
Is this a Chinese
At least
movie?
it wasn't Empire and Return that you saw, and then you found out you missed the first one. It's like, I just pictured like somebody in some weird backwards country going like, I really love Empire and Return of the Jedi, but I wish there was something where I could find out where these characters came from.
I mean, the premise is great. Space wizards, magic laser swords. I'm all in. But man, what grounds it? Is there a beginning? No.
Hey,
No, there's not.
for
Comrade.
the longest time, I thought the Empire won, okay? For the longest time, I said the Empire has won.
Did you ever watch Turkish Star Wars?
No.
Turkish Star Wars. You need to see Turkish Star Wars. It's
It's something
Artem,
else.
I know you're a tough motherfucker. You've lived through communist Russia. You do a really hard job. You're nothing, and I mean nothing compared to two buff slabs of Turkish meat beating their hands on rocks to make them callous and split a man in half.
and then there's Wholesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not even going to go into Wholesome. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wholesome tier.
Oh,
Whoa. He's not here. We don't talk about him when he's not here.
We talk good about him, and we give offerings of burnt meat at our place of worship to him.
Yes.
But yeah, getting back to this, I love this comparison shot between Skylynx and Double Deal. Yes, I'm getting it back on track.
Of course. Yes.
The magnificence.
Oh, beautiful.
Either that Double Dealer is quite large, or that Skylynx is somewhat small.
That is.
Well, we've
a
already seen
possibility.
Skylynx is not that small.
So he's pretty big then.
Yeah.
It's the Burb battle.
Bird battle.
God, this is gonna be so cool when he's finally released.
Oh, and look at that. He's finally got a barrel instead of just a square peg at the end of everything.
Damn it! No Breastmaster partners or no partners with him, right?
No, they're coming.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're coming in that 4-pack, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they're going to be repaints of the cassettes.
Right. So
Yeah.
you can take like Wing Thing and the other one that I can't remember the name of, and you can put them in that.
Wing Thing and Frenzy are for Soundwave, And then it's coming with a repaint of Wing Thing and Frenzy and a slight remold where it's Scar and Knock.
Scar and Knock, and they can fit in that compartment on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Once again, another little thing that we may get a Deathsaurus out of that because you could have your breast partners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it looks like it's already sort of pre-tooled to be Deathsaurus to some extent.
Yeah. And hell, we might get a Machine Wars Soundwave out of this yet, too.
Oh, that would work. Stalker, Machine Wars, yeah.
Oh, he was just a missile truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think for a second. You said Machine Wars, and I was like,
it was like a magenta, reddish colored truck, right? It was the same sort of thing, but it was like a red color.
Well, he also goes by the name The Most Awesome Soundwave.
Yeah.
Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful from the back, beautiful from the front.
Oh, cool. I like the how those supports kind of look like almost like jets. They look like jetpack.
Like little tiny boosters.
Look like wings. Yeah, kind of. That's
Nature
nice.
intended for him to stand up. He needs a little push.
Yep. This is looking good. This is looking really good.
Oh, yes. Glad he's got his missile. I'm glad the breast partners are going to be included in some fashion later. Sucks it's a separate purchase. All right, fine, whatevs.
It's a select purchase, so if you need to, let me know.
Oh, is this one?
I'm just happy we get to hear breast partners. That's all I'm happy to hear.
Yeah.
Wait. This double dealer's not going to be a select purchase, is it?
No, but the breast partners are.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Are they already up there for your pre-purchasing pleasure?
Yes, I know that they are because I've already pre-ordered them.
Oh, Hasbro Pulse. When's our sponsorship going to come through? We mentioned you fucking enough.
Let's see here. Bring it up. Transformers, action figures, and collectibles. And we'll do new to old and see if they're up there. There's Double Dealer. And you know what? At this point, I should just put in the word spy.
Get an eye staring back at you. What the fuck?
Oh, God, my FBI agent.
NSA Steve?
Long time no see, Steve. Where you been? Watching. Always watching.
Let's see. Let's put in Frenzy.
Freh.
Decepticon Frenzy. By heavens, it may not be up on Hasbro Pulse anymore.
Ew.
Oh, no, there it is.
Okay.
$19.99 for the 4-pack. It is sold out.
Has anybody been able to find the original Rumble and Ratbat set at all?
I had to order it off eBay from China.
I can't find that thing anywhere. It doesn't appear to exist.
I don't think we got it over here at all, man. I didn't see it in the stores.
It's like a unicorn.
Yeah.
Which, here's the thing. I get it. Like last wave stuff, it's always hard to find last wave stuff. But come the fuck on, Hasbro Pulse. You could have put it up there.
Actually, Thomas, you know what you should check, man? Check Winners. You'll be surprised how much last wave stuff we get at Winners.
I've occasionally, rarely on occasion, I've been in places like Winners and I found just a random Transformer there for some reason.
Oh,
I mean,
most of
a
my
bunch of
Prime collection came from Winners.
A bunch of 4-year-old Power Ranger tats, some puzzles, some jigsaw puzzles, a bunch of vases and candle holders, and then all of a sudden, Chromia. just Chromia.
Chromia, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm looking at vases. Well, now you're coming home with me. No, wait. I'm with somebody. You're coming with me.
No, please, no. I'm a virgin.
That was from Winners, right there. Alita, what is it? What the hell her name is?
Alita 1. Actually, yeah. I actually felt like that repurposing, that retooling of Starscream looks a little better than the actual Starscream version of that mold.
Yep. And listen, the only thing I picked it up is because it was $15. Got it.
Great head sculpts.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah. I got to agree. The Alita The Alita was really good, and I think even Hasbro at some point knew that this Starscream mold is shit.
Yeah.
We didn't get Thundercracker or Skywarp.
Yeah, but I think the repurposing as Alita was pretty effective.
Yeah.
And I really like the Combiner's head. The Combiner's head is great.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It really is. Moving on here from Double Dealer to Overload, but not the Hasbro Overload. We're talking the Devil Savior Overload.
Oh,
He's a sexy looking boy, ain't he?
Oh my!
This character
God.
has frequented this show a few,
Oh yeah,
in different forms.
I am so starved for new Transformers, and like I said last week, I am, branching out and looking at my other franchises. So I'm looking at Gundams. This motherfucker with the mono eye looks like a Zaku suit.
Like a Zeonic mobile suit of some sort.
Like the Psycho Zaku from Gundam Thunderbolt, which is just kitted out with all sorts of shit like this. This dude can open your can of beans and kill you at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and there's actually, you know what? I think the alt mode on this looks a lot better.
It does.
Oh, every mode looks better than the Hasbro version. But it's a win-loss situation.
The price
I'm not complaining about the Hasbro version though. The Hasbro version does look great. It's just that this one looks much more realistic,
which is fine. But like Artem says, you're trading off for the price of it, and I'm 90% invested in the Hasbro Studio Series release.
I think most people are probably willing to make that compromise. It's fine.
I'm getting a KO. That's what I'm waiting for. Hasbro KO.
Yeah.
Oversight.
It's coming. There's no two ways about it. It's coming.
You showed a picture, didn't you, Scott, of on the Facebook page of a knockoff Studio Series Devastator, and it was like it makes Combiner Wars Devastator look like little baby.
And all the faces are replaced with Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, it is Rampage that they showed. Rampage was the original toy. The picture that I showed was a theoretical. It wasn't the actual toy. Somebody had taken the Rampage, kind of did some math wizardry on it, and figured out, okay, if this is this big, if this part is this big on it, and then we go over here to the Devastator toy, and we take this and we put it over with the Devastator toy, this is how large Devastator will be.
Yes, yeah. But, you get the impression that, like, it's going to be absolutely colossal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you go into here's like the Devil Savior, I think it's the Mixmaster, is called Split, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here is the Mixmaster Split, $150.
No.
Masterpiece prices.
Yeah.
Actually better than Masterpiece. You remember what they're asking for Beast Wars Megatron?
Let's see.
Oh,
here.
yeah. Well, I have him, so yes.
So here we
the
go.
problem is that you only have to buy one Megatron. You don't have to buy 6 of these guys.
Right. Well, I think it's actually 8 of these guys.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So we've got let's see here. I'm gonna do the math here. Let me bring up a calculator.
A quantum fire.
And we are going to go.
God, can you imagine trying to purchase 6 Beast Wars Masterpiece Megatrons and going, now I'm gonna make them combine.
Right? So we're gonna do 150 for Mixmaster. We're gonna do 180 for Scavenger. It looks like Overload is going for 140. Oh, here we go. Hightower and Scrap Metal are 120 for both. Rampage is 110. Long Haul is 110 as well. And let's see here. And it looks like Scavenger is 110. So if you want to make their Devastator, you are out $920
before tax.
And if it's if you live in Canada, TF Source is going to charge you about $80 of shipping for that. So you're looking at $1,000.
Right.
And
You
this
could
is
have
all
bought
before tax.
2 HasLab Unicrons. Pretty close, anyway.
Or one HasLab Unicron off the street.
Right.
Yeah.
But here we go. We have the oversized Studio Series Devastator. And let's see here. There is the Rampage figure.
Mm-hmm.
Right there it is. And I think we've got some more pictures of the Rampage figure here later on.
Like this photo, the guy holding up his kid going, finally made me think of realize what this made me think of.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Like, Rampage is slightly improved because now he's got a little bit more of a tail on that pogo stick.
It looks like a Tamashii stand. Oh, it is a Tamashii stand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, huge boy. And I think a little bit later on is where somebody did some math magic. God damn, look at that. And that tail section actually becomes the cab. So the new tail section goes into the cab.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
like
the was my favorite one of all of them.
I like the added yellow paint bits on it. It's a nice touch.
Makes it pop.
Or does the original have that too? I don't remember.
I don't think
so.
I think they went straight red and black.
Here is the math gone on it.
No, I don't
the
like
guy
math.
took the average size of a thumbnail and figured out the math to figure out how tall he is. To head, he's going to be about 34 centimeters. And based on this, 34 centimeters on Rampage looks like this.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is what I was looking at. This picture. Look at him, like little baby Combiner Wars Devastator compared. Look at that.
This is the problem where you go, your wife fucked some other dude. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm just saying, out of this lineup of my 3 kids, I think she fucked a different dude.
Yeah. To the left, you. To the right, the guy your girl tells you not to worry about. So yeah, that oversized Studio Series Devastator. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my my Studio Series figures in robot mode, and then the oversized one is going to be the combined mode.
I'm just looking over to the side over here to the shelf where there's a giant Power Rangers Megazord and saying, I think I'm going to replace him by that.
Mm-hmm. For your son.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for my son. Of course it's for my son.
It's like, son of mine, have you ever wanted to see a Combiner Wars Devastator get smashed to pieces by Movie Devastator and then run over the wreckage with a Power Rangers toy, and then just basically somehow petroleum gets poured on the whole thing and lit on fire?
Oh.
It's like, yeah, the other day.
Oh, it's that thing. I remember here.
That's Imaginext.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
so
a
it's
huge
gonna be
boy.
about that tall.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Do you ever mistake them
I'm
for
glad
your
I don't
son?
have
They're the
kids.
same
I don't
size.
have to lie and say I'm buying toys for somebody else. I know I'm buying them for myself. If I have kids and I had to go through that, it would be like, I know they'd be smart and they go, Dad, I don't think you're actually buying these toys for me. I think you're buying them for your son and for yourself. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Eat this fish. I think you're a little too smart for your own damn good. Why does this fish taste like mercury? Just eat the lead paint, God damn it. You'll stop getting fish that taste like mercury whenever you realize, whenever you don't know that the fish tastes like mercury anymore. Think about that, Mr. Smarty Pants.
You know, like these kinds of things, it's weird. These kinds of things aren't even really kids' things anymore. I mean, most children play with cell phones and tablets and stuff like that. They don't care about this kind of thing. This is more people who grew up in the 80s.
My son was isolated for a month now, and I had to acquire all kinds of stuff for him to watch. And he basically the entire G1 Prime series and the entire Unicron trilogy. Oh. It's kind of scary that he has more knowledge of G1 right now than I do. He's 8.
He's been visiting that
So I'm
wiki
proud
editing.
/ scared.
So when I was 8, G1 Transformers was my religion, basically.
Oh man, nothing like that conversion period where you're going, I know there's new hotness on TV, but I really, really need to get the original cast of the G1 Autobots finished. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna wait for eBay to be invented.
Whenever
Yes.
Ariana comes up to visit the next time, she is going to show me her favorite anime. Something about gay guys, like Ayuka Shia or something like that. I keep forgetting the name of it.
Gravitation?
What's that?
Gravitation?
I don't know. She calls it Ayuka Shia or something like that.
It might be the same show. If it's not,
Is
she'll probably know what that is.
Is there a ton of
Gravitation
gay? Is there an absolute ass ton of gay in it?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah, that's probably it. And I am going to show her some G1 episodes in the Transformers movie.
Oh, she's gonna bring her Yowie paddle. Scott,
She's going to bring her Yowie paddle.
you're
Yeah,
getting fucked in the ass, the good way and the bad way,
I know.
and the ugly way, just like
I know.
that
I'm looking
porno.
forward to it. I hate to say it. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I've been practicing. That's why I've been starting to get these smaller bottles of. Normally I've been drinking these larger bottles of water, but no, these are my practice bottles.
Oh no, the Yowie paddles
what I
have
mean.
holes drilled in them for air efficiency and drag.
One of these days, one of those paddles will just be so aerodynamically perfect we can fly to Egypt together.
I can show you the world on a Yowie paddle.
It's okay, Scott. I'll later on. I'll tell you some stories about things in ER and things removed from people's bodies. It's okay.
Oh, I've seen the one medical video where this chick had a whole unbroken light bulb up the old birth canal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my friend, there's stories I can tell you.
What, you think Good Morning Cybertron's going to censor any of it?
Yeah, seriously. Like Artem just doesn't want to get in trouble.
There you go.
I've worked in hospitals before. Artem just doesn't want to get in trouble.
Is that a nuclear reactor made of Legos?
He's got the CERN superconductor jammed right up his ass. Button pasta form.
You probably could build one if you had enough Lego, and then you got that old atomic power, the experiment set for kids that they used to make. Remember that?
I
You make
do.
cyanide gas out of that, isn't it?
They came with actual goddamn uranium.
Yep, it did. So
Who
you
wants
take
to build
that
the
and then you
devil's
build a
core?
housing around it out of Lego pieces. Right.
I thought there was chemicals to make mustard gas. I think, wasn't it? Something like that.
I don't know.
Plus a copy
You
of
know,
the
there was-
Anarchist Cookbook.
Yeah, there was one that if you mix the right amount of chemicals, you make mustard gas.
Oh man,
My first anarchist cookbook.
I mean, seriously, it's just like mustard gas is a step down from the devil's core I just made, so I'm not ready for this amateur stuff.
Damn.
Dizzity damn.
Yes, it's time that we move on to Looky What I Found. Thomas, do you have a Looky What I Found this week?
I believe I do. I just have it. I actually found something really fun in what's the Facebook group called? Make Transformers Awesome Again.
Okay.
Somebody made an Optimus Prime costume for themselves, and it's look at this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Bumblebee Optimus Prime.
Oh, just I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up here. Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Boptimus Prime.
Oh, this is a bit. Oh,
he looks happy.
Oh yes, I am my own action figure now.
dude, he looks like. Do you remember the second Wolverine movie where the Silver Samurai was in the suit? This kind of looks like.
Yes.
This.
The thing is, the thing that I find really impressive about this is normally when you try and do costumes like this, human proportions don't often lend themselves to doing robot costumes all that well. Usually it looks a bit goofy because your legs are too short, your shins are too small, You know, your arms are in the wrong spot, so it kind of looks a bit weird. But actually, somehow he made it work.
God, this reminds me
Doesn't
when I
look
tried
bad.
to do a
Yeah,
Unicron
I have
costume.
Here's another picture with the helmet on, and
No, leave the helmet off. It looks magnificent.
Yes. Wear that to bed.
He looks.
like there's the other picture.
He looks like
Here's
a
your
real
little
life
warm
Mega
washing
Man.
machine.
It just looks like the Studio Series toy, except giant.
I'm not impressed with the helmet on. I like it better with the helmet off. You know, inside and outside of bed. So,
Yeah.
Silver repaint
It's
that
awesome.
shit, and you're suddenly guarding old Detroit.
Wow, that's a
Dun,
cool
dun,
costume.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Grim, do you have any looky what I founds this week?
Fortunately, I do not.
That's okay, buddy. We kind of sprung it on you. Xavier, buddy, how about you? Any looky what I founds?
It is not mine, and it is somebody else's, so I will go on my side of the screen, point it out on the Facebook, but Mark de Repetini did it again. He found something quite interesting. So shout out
Nice.
to him for finding this. If I could just scroll down to it. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. It is the fight scene from the Bumblebee movie set to the G1 soundtrack and sound effects.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a little 4.5 minute clip, and it basically, let me turn this on real quick. So all the shouting and all the blasting, it's straight out of the original cartoon series. So it sounds amazing with those CGI bots looking that G1 accurate, set to the G1 soundtrack and all the sound effects. Looks great. Good find, Mark. That is a good one.
Nice, nice. I will say my favorite part of the Bumblebee movie was definitely whenever I think it was Dropkick through Bumblebee, and Bumblebee transformed in midair, did the U-turn, and transformed back, just like in the fucking intro of season 1.
That
Fuck.
went,
Yes.
yeah, that
was
went by
great.
a lot of people.
They were clearly paying attention.
God,
yes.
it's so
Here
beautiful.
is
too.
my looky what I found. This is from Xeno TK on TFW 2005. He's done a little bit of a Photoshop job on Fast Track, the upcoming
Yeah.
Fast Track, and turned it into Under 3 and Lionhead. Who is Under 3, you may ask? McDonald's put out with the Beast Wars toys a kind of Mighty Max Lionhead toy, and it was for children under 3.
I think I remember this.
Yes, and he has made Under 3.
He also had a bot config, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. They called him Unit 3.
Rice.
Oh, yes.
That's a great title.
Yeah, but Beast Wars Under 3. I'll tell you what. I'm definitely going to get a spare Fast Track and a spare Lionizer and make this happen.
You breathe this into reality.
Yeah, because I mean, seriously, that robot mode is just about perfect. There is Under 3, the robot mode. Have you seen my legs? I can't seem to find them anywhere.
That is that's pretty anime when you can hide an entire robot into a brooch. That's some Sailor Moon shit.
Yeah. And oddly enough, I don't have Under 3. Under 3 seems like the kind of weirdness that I would purchase.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah.
I think when I was a little tiny kid in Chilliwack, BC, after we moved to back from Germany, the Sunday school had one of those.
But were you under 3?
No.
Then you couldn't play with it.
And they also had that mantis. They were saying that the manta ray. I can't. I think its name was just manta ray.
You got it.
And the beetle
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I had the beetle.
I
He was
had all
actually
of the McDonald's
surprisingly
toys.
good. The beetle one was surprisingly effective. He was actually like a proper little transformer.
Mhm.
I remember the Black Panther too. Wasn't it like a Black Panther as well?
Yes, but I
Yeah.
think that the beetle one was the most effective. Like he had most of the articulation he needed. The only thing he couldn't do is move his arms up. That's it. And and I mean, if you contrast that to G1 articulation, it's completely fine.
Under 3 gets a lot of love, but I think the real hidden gem is the one Scott found a while back, and I was like, who the fuck are Nitron and Freezon?
Yeah, baby. I love me some Nitron and Freezon.
Of
Nitron
all the things, and I was just like, how
that.
obscure are these guys? And what were they? They were originally the Transformers race car track set.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Did you just purchase
I just fixed the problem. I just purchased Under 3.
Scott, you can't play with them, though. It specifically says Under 3.
Well, we'll just go by IQ and not age, and we'll be fine.
Damn it, you got me.
How easy would that be to just? How easy would that be to just repurpose that into a Pokeball or something?
True. Go
because it's
3.
Oh, I feel like my McDonald's collection is complete now. Oh, thank God. So yeah, I got the Wendy's GoBots, I got the McDonald's Beast Wars figures, and I've got the McDonald's Converters figures.
Hold the fuck up there, motherfucker. You don't have the KFC stuff from the movie line.
I'm okay.
One Grail you didn't have.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, I do believe I will be making my own custom Under 3 and Lionhead here.
That's really cool looking. I like the colors on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice color scheme. That I agree with you. Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. Moving on to go ahead, Thomas. Go right ahead.
I thought wouldn't it be funny if you took that half-track figure that's colored that way and just sort of kludge him into like a rectangle that looks like his original mode.
Fast Track. That's kind of the way Fast Track transformed. Remember, he just folded.
Yeah. So he is just a box.
Yeah.
Except you didn't have to like jack in the box him open to become a robot. You had to like actually work the joints, fold them out. There's a little bit of fun loss where he's like, haha, automorph. Or auto roller.
Xavier, buddy, did you get any reinforcements from Cybertron this week?
It is dead around here, I'm afraid.
You need to do what I do. Make the postman give them to you.
I tried. I honestly tried. And you know what? They can't do a thing about it either because where I live right now in California, it is 7 o'clock. And the mail has yet to be delivered.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
No, they're getting me my mail. In fact, the mail's coming faster than ever.
Really?
For whatever reason, I'm betting it's because lack of traffic on the roads around here.
That's good for you. But like less houses on the road as well.
Yeah. My reinforcements this week, I made a couple. I'm very proud of this. I made a roller for the Optimus Prime trailer. Very happy with that. And the roller, I'm going to have to do put a little dab of super glue on this just to make the 5mm hole in the bottom. Even came with a little launcher for roller that he pegs into right there. Also, the cannons and the radar dish on the back of the little drone on the back.
Very sweet.
Fire Talks designed this. I want to show you how nicely this is designed. So you can take the little drone there, and you can fold them up, and the guns fit right in there.
Nice.
Yes.
And then on top of that, the radar dish, it just clears. It just clears. And you can store everything right there like that.
I love it when designers take the care needed in order to consider things like that.
Fire Talks has made some amazing stuff.
You lining up that Ratchet print for his trailer?
That Ratchet trailer, it's printing right now.
Is it? Can you please zoom
Maximus
over?
Prime.
What's that?
Can you zoom over? I want to see the magic at play here.
Oh, I've actually got my printer in a separate room. I found out some of the particulate. Scientists aren't quite certain what PLA particulate does to lungs, and being that I spent a lot of time in this room, I decided to devote an entire room to 3D printing. And whenever I get my Elegoo Mars resin printer, I can set it up there and I can open the windows. I don't have to worry about the resin vapors.
So they're are they now concerned that PLA vapors cause problems? Because I know the ABS vapors do.
Right. They're concerned that there might be some problems, not with the vapors, but the PLA particulate.
Okay.
I know definitely the resin one. You have to have in a well-ventilated room. That's what I'm waiting for to get my.
I'm willing to bet I've got some
I know
of that
this
in
is
my
all
lungs.
medically important, but Scott, God damn it, I'm losing my fucking edge here. I'm going soft. Come on,
Daddy, that resin stuff, that shouldn't melt your kidneys.
Daddy needs to see it.
And then I got this.
Ooh,
and I also got this guy too.
That mace.
I like that sword.
Yeah, I fucking love Deathsaurus. The Planet X Deathsaurus. This is really, really nice. He's a big chunk of boy. Let me tell you.
That mace has actually got a chain.
Yeah. And I'm going to design a little thing to slip over the barrel here because I kind of got this wrapped around the barrel.
That's right.
I wanted to have a more G1. I wanted to have a more G1 look to it. So I want to have like a little hook around the barrel so I can loop the chain around to make it look like the G1 gun.
Don't you just love the incredibly verbose name of that weapon? The Living Metal Destroying Cannon.
Right on.
Scott, is that Breastmaster
he just
able
shoots
to come
death.
off?
What's that?
Is that Breastmaster on Deathsaurus able to come off?
Oh, yeah. Hold on here. You can pop him off.
Lion breast.
There it is. And he does indeed transform.
God, look at the size of him.
So here you go.
Nice colors on him.
He's like the size of a fighter jet.
Yeah, the legs are pretty sturdy. Those aren't ratchet joints that you're hearing. Those are just how tight they are.
God, I could confuse him for Double Dealer. He's so sizable.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
He is.
Can he do the gun mode?
Not that I found, but there he is. And then the birdie.
Yes.
The bird himself. He can also change into the chest piece, and he makes a separate chest piece.
Eagle breast.
Yeah. So let me make him into the chest piece here.
Can he become the legendary bird surd?
He cannot. This dude didn't ever turn into a bird surd. He turned into a bird pew pew.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a little flimsy. But
like
with just a little bit of care, you can pop him on. Let's see here.
God, love that late '90s Japanese aesthetic. Is like, how can we make our toys more toy-like?
Yes. It's like they wanted they loved they loved Soundwave's gimmick so much that they just had to include it, but they didn't want
every toy they made that year.
Deathsaurus does it, and he's a good example of like you're able to switch out modular components, and then was like, oh, that's a really good idea. And Transformers was the first one I saw it, but everyone was doing it. Kamen Rider in the '90s did it a lot. Super Sentai did it. There was a whole bunch of one-shot animes that tried it with their robots at the time.
Whenever the lights are brighter, I can get this on.
And then there was Multimax, and Wholesome would be able to tell you all about Multimac.
There we go. Finally. So there he is with the bird chest piece.
Oh, it's so cute.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's nice.
Indeed.
He's
I like the transparent plastic on the wing parts. That's great.
Yeah, and if you want a more IDW look, those pieces actually come out. So you can remove those pieces. And
they look nice, though.
And the upgrade set comes with a more G1 accurate wings, a more G1 accurate head for both the robot and the kaiju mode.
Now, Scott, seeing as how this is a third-party fig and it obviously has more greater detail, you can tell us just because you being you, I know you a tit man and all. Which bird offers more support and which one's more athletic?
I find if you really want support, you know, for like a large, well, it all depends on the size of the chest. If you want some real support, then you're going to want to go for the California Condor. Those birds, they can lift up a lot. I mean, if you're going for like epic, like 1980s inflated tit porno star proportions, you got to go with the Native American Thunderbird or perhaps a New Guinean rock.
What about the shoe bill?
However, for just a good set of double Ds, what's that?
You know, for upturns, do you want the shoe bill?
Shoe bill stork is good for a C cup, but really, if you're going for athleticism, you're gonna probably want an Archaeopteryx.
I see.
Yeah, the claws on the end of the wings, they're able to dig in and really keep the girls supported.
Now, what's that one bird that evolved from the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
A chicken.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is that good for the A's?
I gotta say, I'm a big fan of a blue jay, though. I think blue jay is just the right size.
What about the blue-footed booby, Scott? It's right there in the name. What is it good for?
Nah. Here's what you really need to go for. Yeah, the blue-footed booby. Yeah, you would think that's where you go for, but I'm thinking maybe a puffin.
True. They do have the brand name and the cereal to go with it.
Yes.
The harpy eagle.
You get yourself two puffins for a bra and an otter thong. I think that you're pretty much good to go for the volleyball tournament.
Playing with the boys, Top Gun style.
Oh my God. Let's see. I think that was everybody, wasn't it?
No,
whoa, take it easy.
Whoa, hold on here. Wait. Who else got something?
I pre-ordered MakeToys Downshift, the new version.
Nice.
I haven't got it yet, but I just pre-ordered it.
Now Downshift is for
not Downshift, Downbeat.
Downbeat. I was worried because I went, wait a minute, third-party Omnibots? Fucking take my wallet.
No. I would love to see that, but
yeah.
But is the MakeToys Downbeat, because they just released that figure again, but it's a special version that has paint apps that look like the sticker details on the original toy.
Nice.
And they have some other details on it as well. It's got some metallic paint on it and some superior paint apps because the original one, some of the paint apps were a little bit off center. They weren't quite right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wanted a Jazz.
Yeah,
expect to receive it in 2 to 3 years through the COVID-19 postal system.
A little bit of a side note. I think there is a secret figure that they kind of showed off that we didn't realize what happened. I was looking at Sunstreaker's gun the other day, Earthrise Sunstreaker.
Yes.
That's fucking Rapido's gun.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, that's fucking Rapido's gun. Grim, did you get anything this week?
Oh, boy, did I. Having to, we discussed it, I worked in healthcare, and having to do multiples, and I mean multiples, 16-hour shifts in the last few weeks, I decided to treat myself. I kind of randomly stumbled upon a guy who was more or less liquidating his collection on Kijiji, locally here.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of plugged in some of the holes I was missing. So shall we start?
Oh, yeah, it's always good. You just have to say, shall we start?
One of the other ones is missing. Smart Robin from Fans Project. I mean,
nice.
I was missing him. I have most of them. That's the one I was missing.
I really like those Fans Toys Headmasters.
Me too.
I have their Chrome Dome. Fantastic little figure.
Actually,
their fucking mind wipe was perfect.
Yeah, I know. Nice
Chrome
guns
was
on him. Yeah.
The Chrome Dome was the first third-party figure I've ever bought. So now that
he's great.
Yes, so now that I'm basically plugging up the holes. I have some more things in the mail, but yeah, this is what I picked up, starting with this. Then, of course, for my son, right?
Of course.
Have to clarify.
Yeah, yes. I got the Unique Toys Alan because he loves Springer. That's one of his favorite ones.
I have him too, and he's absolutely wonderful. He's one of the best Springers.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. But, once I picked him up, I mean, there's no way I could walk away and not get Sorter, right? Just to go with him.
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, I had to. And then while I was at it already, right? I mean, I could not have just walked away from the Thunder Menace. That was the guy would just. You know what?
You would have been a fool.
Him.
You would have been a fool to walk away without it.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And then you see when I left the Mother Russia, the first Transformer I've ever bought was Roadbuster. I still have him. It is the original Transformer I've ever bought. Yes, Roadbuster.
He's great.
Yeah. This was my thing. I had to pick up just because, you know, like, I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the
Camus
NMC one.
Yes. And then while I was making a deal to get all these figures, I just asked him, hey, by chance, do you perhaps have this? And the guy's like, in fact, I do. And it's still in the box. And I was like, well, I must pick up. So because you were asking me about it before, I picked up the rest of the Seekers that was missing from the Hearts of Steel, because I had Starscream, but the other two I did not. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I have him still in the box. Here, take him for pretty much like nothing." So I mean, might as well take him. And then my holy grail, that I could never ever get my hands on, is my Cyclops.
Yeah. Nice.
That's the king right there. I love that thing.
I could never find him, even on eBay. I didn't care how much it was going to cost me. I could not get my hands on. Because I have a thing I want to pick up all these fun and special figures. Because I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of G1. Like, my son is, I am not. I just
That's because, I think the reason why you couldn't find it is just because everyone who bought one loves it and doesn't want to get rid of it.
Precisely. And the guy's like, oh yeah, I do have it. You want it? Sure.
Do you see this boy? This big boy?
Yes.
Do you have the mini sub with your Hearts of Steel Shockwave?
Yes.
I'm happy. Now I have all of them. Now I have my Starscream, and I have because the only two I had before was the Starscream and the what the hell is this? Nemesis Prime, the train.
This is that MakeToys version of
That guy had all of them. He had him, the green guy with the cannon on his shoulder, and the car. I forgot the
Hardhead and Chrome Dome. Yeah. Only thing I have to complain about with this figure, though, the car hood here back here, it is so sharp on the end of this windshield. It's like a knife. You could easily slice yourself open trying to transform it.
If that's true, go get a piece of cheese.
You could do that if you wanted to, dirty up the windshield. You could totally do that.
Honestly, right now, the only thing I'm kind of thinking about is the guy still got I think it's a MakeToys Computron, and I'm really holding myself back right now, but I don't know if I can do it.
So he still has stuff you can get.
It's Crossbow Computron.
Yeah.
He still has stuff you want.
I think Destiny wants you to have this.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you said he's just letting it go for the cheap right now, right?
Well, that's it. That's why I made it. It's basically pretty much a deal on all of this together, and yeah.
Man, you must have been really convincing with that 9mm and that ski mask.
I actually purchased these files right here. These are 3D printable files that you can make armor to put on your Shockwave. I got the Galaxy Man Shockwave, and I got these files. I'm going to print this out, and the armor comes off, and it does turn into the
no way.
Like, you can put the armor together to turn into the Ironclad.
No way.
Oh, we should talk. Because the one that I picked up here, unfortunately, the guy told me that he lost the little submarine. So I'm missing the actual submarine part. The little stuff.
Oh, the little dude. Yeah, I remember him.
But I said, you know what? For the price that I paid for it, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I want to have the figure.
It's a steal anyway.
The fact for $9 you're able to print yourself a little Ironclad to armor up your Shockwave is so fucking
right.
Awesome. That is amazing.
Right? Yeah. Absolutely incredible. I fucking love 3D printing.
Yep.
I think
it's magic.
Since I have all this, I'm waiting. I have that Bumblebee one that what is it? They made one of the Chinese companies made.
Oh,
like the little one that comes into like the rail spike driver.
No, the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the one he's talking about.
Yeah.
The John
Is it?
Henry,
Okay, well,
yeah, the one where John Henry Irons and Bumblebee teamed up.
Centurion
there you
is
go.
the name
Yeah.
of the figure.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's the one. It's in the mail, but you know, with the current state of affairs, who knows how many months it's gonna be before it gets here.
Ooh, I've got 3 figures in the mail right now. I've got the TFC Trinity Force whittling its way towards me from China.
Oh my god, I want that Trinity Force. I've been wanting that for a long time.
Yeah.
The Road Caesar. After completing Poseidon, that's all I could think about after that.
Yeah, Road Caesar is on its way to me. I spent a little bit too much money on Transformers this week.
Well, that's what I'm hoping my wife never doesn't see how much I did spend. So yeah, we're just gonna walk away from that one.
Yeah.
It's like, honey, what about food? Yeah.
What about how about you get out and get some food instead? I ain't leaving the house. There's diseases out there.
I'm not complaining about.
Hey, I feel like a man heltering gathering because I'm the only one going out to the stores and doing all the shopping.
Oh.
Have you punched anyone yet?
No, I did not. I wanted to, but did not.
Do you hold them out? Do you hold them back because you got your pistol out at arm's length, going back the fuck off? Back, hold it sideways, gangster style.
Well, I did mention where I'm working at and what kind of department I'm in. You know, there's something called in a hospital. Have you heard of it called a Code White?
Yep.
And there's a special team of people who deal with those kind of people, with that kind of thing. I am always on it. So just to give you, so I'm actually trained to do these kind of things.
With a taser.
What is a Code White? I'm not sure.
It's when Ron White comes by and he tells jokes.
No, it's when somebody's, a patient is being unruly and uncooperative, and he needs to have a certain amount of people coming convince him to behave otherwise.
With puppies and flowers and
so,
all the
like,
niceties.
Is this when they get violent or anything, or physical?
Precisely.
Oh, I see. And that would happen sometimes, I suppose.
Yes, it would.
Thomas, I'm still waiting for you to slice some cheese up with that windshield.
I don't want to scuff up the windshield. I don't want to get cheese all over it, but I mean, it totally would cut it.
Use your finger. Bleed on the finger, man.
It'll split your thumb open just like a hobby knife will, the edge of that window.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I understand your concerns, but really, how is any of this my problem?
That's a good point.
Yeah, pretty good point. Oh my God, you guys got any plans for this week?
I'm gonna sit on the porch and just wistfully sit there with my head in my hands, wondering where all my packages are.
I am actually sitting here on an account on one of the online stores I buy Transformers from, and I was actually thinking about acquiring Lancer to complete the Orthea combiner.
Do it. Lancer's fantastic. Lancer
and also
has a very Muslim feel to her. Dude, I'm serious. Let's take a look at Lancer's headdress and tell me that doesn't look kind of Muslim.
Well, it's funny because it's like Nightbird looked that way, even though she was supposed to be some sort of shinobi. She was definitely looking a little religious.
Looked a little burqa-like.
Mm-hmm. Well, Thomas, I can only say to you what Ben Stiller said in Starsky and Hutch. Do it.
Do it.
The other one that I'm trying to get right now is Siege, Direct Hit, and Power Punch, because they're like the only Micromasters from that line I don't have.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. I have the originals.
That headdress doesn't have like a little Muslim feel to it.
Let me see.
Yeah, it does.
From this angle, it's more like one of those Spartan helmets.
I think I know what you mean, yeah. It looks almost like a turban.
Looks like a World War I helmet.
Yeah, Lancer is an amazing figure. The collars are great. I strongly suggest she's worth the $19.99.
I would freak the fuck out if those lips came towards me. Please stop. You look like Netflix Megatron.
That's some good artwork there.
Mm-hmm. No, please. It's Megatron's lips all over.
Somebody.
You know what? I went to Toy Hacks the other day. I was going to get labels for my Siege crosshairs.
Uh-huh.
You can't order.
You can't
No.
order.
Oh, I guess they lifted it. They lifted it now. Yeah, whenever I went over, you couldn't order.
They shut it down. Huh?
I guess they shut it down for COVID-19.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So we're gonna log in here.
Have we learned any more about this? Like, how is anyone at potential risk of spreading it through parcels or anything? We don't know.
Toy collectors, definitely.
Parcels, only, from what I understood, it only survives, especially on cardboard, for only about 24 hours. So,
see, I
That's what
heard different. I had heard 3 days on cardboard and 24 hours on steel.
I heard the other way around: 24 on cardboard and it's about 3 days on steel and glass.
I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you.
The info I have. So I don't know.
I guess if you do get something, if you do get a parcel, just try not to handle it very much and just leave it for a while.
Exactly.
You gotta satiate your bloodlust for what's in the box. You gotta damn the Schrodinger's principle and go, no.
It's gotta go through
24 hours.
So chances are whatever's inside the box has not been touched in a few days. So whatever, if possibility was anything on it, should be dead. It's the outside of the box that, if anything, might be contaminated. So, handle it, take your things out, wash your hands, you should be good.
Yeah, flavor. Really hot.
Soap and water, baby.
9,000.
Soap and water. That's all it is here. No.
Not me. I've been drinking hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Drinking it, eh?
Everyone else drank all the bleach.
Actually, you're better off with soap and water than hand sanitizer.
I've been drinking. I'm going to change my drinking habits to soap and water now.
I have heard that soap is more effective at killing it than alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Actually, it does not kill it. It takes it physically off your skin. Versus the other one, which, yes, that's why it's better at it. Well, the other one, what it does is basically, more or less stops it from reproducing.
So it just sloughs it off.
Yeah.
Here I was going to just drink soap and water and jump up and down and hope for the suds to work the insides out, but I guess they ain't going to work. It's just going to move to another part of my digestive system.
If you kill your taste buds so much, you're like, oh god, soap and water is not even cutting it anymore.
The world's cleanest mucosa.
I will go into one of those cryo chambers that drops your body, that drops to like 200 degrees below Fahrenheit. That's what I'll do.
Hey, Artem, let me ask you this while we're on the topic of diseases. How accurate is the science in Resident Evil?
Honestly, I have not played a single Resident Evil game.
This is like medical Star Trek-ese.
I want to know if the T-virus gives me a third eye on my right shoulder the size of a Buick.
I watched Picard.
So I seen it too.
Yeah. Could we just let the fucker die? Could we just let the old fucker die?
I'm not that critical of shows, right? But there were times in that show where I felt like they were insulting my intelligence.
You know what made it even worse is that you had to subscribe to feel insulted. That's a new level of hurt where you have to subscribe to the pain.
Yeah. It's like you see Picard die and it's like, good. Okay, this is a nice way. What do you mean they built him an android body?
Oh, thanks for ruining it. Sheesh.
Spoilers.
So now that character has to experience the screwed up state of the Federation for another few decades.
No, I didn't ruin it. Blame the writers for ruining it.
I guess I'm just going to have to go to the Shatner building over here in McGill University and cry.
Oh my God.
Artem,
I've heard lots of people say it, and I have to agree. I don't think Alex Kurtzman understands Star Trek.
Look, it's the same thing with like the Michael Bay movies. When you heard spoilers, did it ruin your day or did it ruin your coffee break?
Look, I'm saying I maybe saved somebody 8 hours of their life.
I mean, at most you've saved me 4 hours because I watched like right up until my free subscription expired. Then I was like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yep.
And then I'll watch the guys
Picard's a flesh bot. They put Picard into a real doll body and run him off.
They even called it a flesh golem. They actually called it that.
I'll watch the dudes from Red Letter Media do half in the bag and complain about why did Picard do this? I don't know. Why did the Federation do that? Because Picard wouldn't do it. Well, why did Picard say he couldn't do it? Because the Federation said.
The thing that bothered me the most about that show isn't even any of the bad parts of the show. The thing that really creeped me out was the de-aging that they did on Data, and he just looked terrifying.
He did, because he's
He
still
looked horrifying.
Brent Spiner's still aged. They're like, nah, Data's got puffy cheeks now.
Data, he looked like that. You know that uncanny valley effect you get in a nightmare when you look at something and it's wrong, but it's right. Like that's what I was getting from his face.
I was like, I'm gonna be. I wanted to fucking riot at the end of that show because there was no Tiberius Maximus. Where the fuck is my Tiberius Maximus?
It would have been better. It would have been better.
Ooh, that's an idea for a project.
Oh, guys, I think this is where we shut her down. Thank you so much for joining us this week in this drunken, hate-filled rage of fandom. Check us out on Facebook. Big thanks going out to Manus99s for handling the Twitter side of things. And you know what? Be nice to each other. Wash your goddamn hands. Quit sticking your finger up strangers' butts. Don't put your hands on your face. Wear your goddamn mask and don't leave your fucking house.
Oh, and
night, everybody.
Shop at sirtoys.com.
Oh, yeah. Shop at sirtoys.com. You're absolutely right.
Oh,
Thank you,
yes.
Xavier.